Hey guys, it's Tony here at gamefreakblog bringing you another video, and today we're just going to look at a old classic which, well, I think it's a classic. It's slightly underrated if you ask me. This is the 2010 EA game Dante's Inferno. If you're not all up on what Dante's Inferno is essentially all about, Dante's Inferno is the first part of Dante Alighieri's 14th century poem, The Divine Comedy, which is this huge epic poem all about, hell and things essentially. And the Inferno essentially tells the journey of Dante when he's going through hell, as he's being guided by the ancient Roman poet Virgil. And hell is depicted as these circles that are essentially going down. You may have heard the kind of pop culture phrase, the circle, seventh circle of hell or whatever. It's all a reference to this, and each of the circles depicted like a sin, such as lust, or there's a part where you go to limbo, which is one of the circles, and it's epic. I mean, read it if you haven't read it. I'd really suggest reading it. It's pretty dark and up there as it goes, and the game is pretty much the same. As I said, the game was released in 2010 by Visceral Games. Visceral were responsible for the Dead Space series. They just recently did Battlefield Hardline. So they've got kudos as a developer. They're really good, and it's essentially a third-person action game where you assume the role of Dante. You have to descend into hell to find your murdered wife Beatrice, but you soon find out that that's not the only thing that you're doing down there. Essentially, you have to kind of come to terms with some of your own demons for the past actions that you've done while out on crusade and other things like this. So it's really adult in theme. It was relatively well received. Some people try to essentially just dismiss it by saying it was a God of War clone, which it is. It's very God of War, which you're going to see as soon as we start playing it. But because of the subject matter and because it's really adult and it is really, really dark, some of the themes and some of the things that happen in the game, they're pretty much up there. It is a very, very dark game. So I'm just going to play a little bit of it just to show you what the game is like, because I think it's quite underrated, and you can pick it up for pence these days. I'm sure places like CEX or Game or whatever pre-owned, even on eBay or on Facebook trading groups, you could probably pick it up for a couple of quid. And it's if you like God of War, if you really like the God of War series, I'd really recommend checking it out, because you'll get a lot from it. I'm going to talk more as we're going in, so we're just going to jump into the game now. Typical installing trophies. I have actually, been through and played this more or less in its entirety, but I just want to show you this now, just because it's like the beginning of the game, and it gives you the introduction, so you can. I'll take it through to where we kind of. No, don't want to. I'll take it to where we kind of jump into the actual game proper. So we're just gonna. Let's just play on Zealot. But there's some really cool. I don't think I'll get to the cool stuff in this playthrough, because I think it's stuff that you unlock later. But there are some really cool little power-ups that you can get in the game, such as the ability to send people to hell and cure the dead, send them to heaven. You can kind of like pacify their souls and things like that. The Crusades. So there is a slight historical tilt if you're into that kind of stuff. I love all the stuff to do with the Crusades and whatever.
At the midpoint on the journey of life, I found myself in a dark forest, for the clear path was lost.
Oh, Yeah, you might not want to do that then, buddy.
What kind of man locks up helpless women? There will be a day of reckoning, Crusader! My family, my baby's gone!
Very Tales of the Black Freighter, that is, if you've seen that. So, yeah, essentially tutorial part. So this is where we're jumping in. So, yeah, as you saw there, square is your meat and potatoes, triangle does a great big thing like that. L2, as you see there, is block. You're being ambushed by this ship, it really doesn't like us. I can't remember if we can grab or anything in a minute. Yeah, we can jump. I haven't played this in such a long time. So we've got the enemy generator. Come on. I'm assuming this doesn't go on forever. I'm just slashing about. Oh, here we go. This is the last chappie. Yeah, there we go. Whoa. Yeah, he probably didn't want to do that. So, anyway, but he's given us a nice route up here. So, I mean, you can see where the God of War comparisons come in. You sneaky swine. Tell my wife I love her. Oh dear.
Dante, your fate is decided. Everlasting damnation for your
Oh.
sins.
But that's not possible. The bishop assured us.
Come, face eternity. Soon you'll be joined by those whose lives you have ruined, whose souls you have damned.
I will not let my sins damn those dear to me.
Screw you, Death.
I will redeem myself. Mortal, you are mine.
Okay. So, this is essentially a bit of a blocking game here. So, as you'll see, Death usually attacks in. He'll usually attack in threes, like that, and then that's when you come in and counter attack. Being the Prince of the Undead, you can see that he's got an absolutely stupid health bar. But you've just got to keep chipping away until he dies, hopefully. Why we can't just play chess like they do in Bill and Ted 2. Okay, so now it's unlocked evade. Which we could maybe do with evade in there, but we're on the offense. It's only death. It's not actually evading anything, it's just block. See, that's probably what you want to evade. Or that. Come on, you.
Your time has come.
Yeah, I think yours has, buddy. Oh. Oh.
Impossible.
Oh. Yeah, I missed the QTE there.
Back away.
Come on, Death. Oh, missed it. I'm so shite at QTE stuff. Right, this time. Is it just the same one every time? Because I think it's square, so. Yeah, that'll do it. So there you go. The end of death. Scenic Florence.
The bishop said our cause was holy. Holy had nothing to do with it. After 3 years of the cold hatred with which that savage war fed itself, I longed for the warmth of my devoted Beatrice, for the chance to redeem the past, to start again.
Growing grapes. Isn't she going to be like, Dante, where did you get that massive bony scythe from on your back? Oh dear. Nice. How about you? I guess a cup of tea's out of the question.
Beatrice?
I told him you would come for me.
Oh dear. Voldemort!
I have to go with him, my love. I gave my word.
Beatrice!
Darn it. You skelly scumbags. Ah, there we go. Yeah, the grab is really useful in this game. At some of the higher levels, you can grab and then basically repent people's sins with a move, and it regenerates your health, and it's it's just really useful. It's probably one of the most OTT things that later on in the game. You really do need it. So we have a launcher, kind of similar to God of War, but there's no one there to launch. So yeah, here's your upgrade level. So we don't really need anything at this moment in time. So this is the I think this is the path through the forest where Dante's Inferno, the actual literary book, starts. Yeah, so we don't need to save it. Don't even need to power up either. No, let's just go and uh-oh. What's going on?
Why, Dante? Why did you break your promise?
I don't understand. The beast has turned me back. Help me before my pulse and veins tremble. By all that is holy, I vow to forsake all pleasures of the flesh until I return from this noble crusade.
I gave myself to you because I know you will be faithful to our love.
Mercenaries of Florentina, in payment for taking the cross to reclaim the Holy Land, your immaculate father hereby absolves you of all your sins.
Ah. So yeah, here's some of our powers now. That Holy Cross later on, once you get it leveled up, it's a beast move. Oh yeah, my bad. Here pity lives when it is wholly dead. I'm not going to do too much more anyway, guys. You kind of get the drift now. I just wanted to get into hell just so you could see it. There you go. That kind of finishes them pretty sharpish. Are we on the right bit? Yes, we are. So yeah, so here you go. Look, punish and absolve. So you can punish them for their sins or absolve them, and it powers up different bits in the game. It's kind of like a bit of a judgment thing. So there you go. I've absolved him of his sins because I feel like a bit of a nice guy. Yeah. I'll show you the. Yeah, that's the punish. That's the punishment for the sins, which you can see is, yeah, pretty violent. Take the flying things down as quickly as possible. I hope I haven't got to jump somewhere else. We didn't need that, but I'm just showing it you for the sake of it. Slide down the wall. Yeah, slide down. It's a bit more badass. Yeah, so here's where it starts getting tricky because we've got this thing straight behind us. Luckily that gate kills some of them as well. got to go in as quickly as possible. There it is, that's catching up. You can chuck them into it. That's quite well done. Just drop down. Oh. Yeah, so if you see there, your holy light brings those fire imps, turns them solid, so you can quite happily kill them. I don't want to perform redemption just yet. Oh. Don't hit me. I said don't hit me. Oh. I've got a feeling those flames are going to hurt. Quick sin absolution there. If in doubt at times, just go for a grab, because I seem to remember there's some kind of grab tech thing which gives you a certain amount of protection when you save that. Big door. And who is this?
Have pity on me, whatever you are.
A lady called. I prayed for her to command me.
Beatrice.
I fear my friend has gone astray, she said.
Help him, Virgil, so that he may come to me. I am Beatrice, and when I am finally before my lord, I will praise you to him.
Poet, I beg you, give me strength. I will deliver her from this fate, whatever the cost.
Righteous path. Yeah, so it's just in there. Fills up the magic. That does the job. Oh, okay. The Balrog. I seem to remember these being easier than what this chap is. It seems to be giving me a bit of grief here. Oh, I'm forgetting I've got a bloody dodge. Oh. You big sod. You big demonic sod. Oh, here we go. Are we in? Oh, nice. Oh dear. Oh, Stumpy McSquish, that's probably the best bet. Is there one there? Let's grab it. Come here, you sod. Oh, no. You denizen of hell. Just squish time here, man. Okay, let's go to the door. Get this son bitch open. Welcome to hell. Superhero landing, yay! So there you go, guys. I'm going to leave it there. So this is Dante's Inferno. I hope you've enjoyed... Sorry, just knocked the microphone there. I hope that didn't rumble. Dante's Inferno. Hope you've enjoyed it. It's an absolutely fantastic game. I really, really enjoy it. It's really adult. It's really God of War. And it's just really worth playing. Thanks for tuning in and watching this video. Take care, guys. This is gamefreakblog signing out. Until the next time. Tatty bye.